This is Denver's ugliest, coolest, most satisfying, least sexy band, Curta, and you're listening to the Literati Records podcast.
Curta, 1574. The unblinking eye of the sky, blanketing what's everything to he who rakes the earth, placed for death from place of birth, amongst the scattered tools, horse and plow, and the hardest proverbs known to man, value systems pulling human husk like a rabbit, hide down around the shoulders, down around the shoulders.
Welcome to episode 176 of the Literati Records podcast. I'm your host, Marcus Graybeard, and I want to thank you for tuning in, turning on, and supporting independent music. I want to thank everybody that made it down to Three Kings last weekend for the And the Black Feathers single release show. It was awesome to see so many familiar faces, and a pleasure to meet some new ones. Huge thanks to the killer bands who shared the bill with us, Six Shooter, Dead End Drivers, The Outfit, and of course, Literati recording artist and the Black Feathers. I want to let you know about an awesome show going on this weekend at High Dive. Our friends in Bud Bronson and the Good Timers are having a tour kickoff show, along with road mates the Kinky Fingers. As if that wasn't already a choice bill, the New and Dirty Few will be throwing down sets as well. That show takes place this Saturday night, May 17th at High Dive. Time for a shout out to podcast sponsor Sasquatch Design. Todd Fleming isn't just a local businessman, but a local musician as well, who has been involved in the Denver music scene for years. Whether it's your website, album art, logo, or a full identity and branding package, Todd can help you get squared away. Check out Sasquatch Design for your next graphics project. Okay, that does it for the announcements today. Let's bring on our guest, Curta. Curta consists of two-man team Brent and Jake, whose musical partnership has grown over time into a strong friendship as well. They not only work together as Curta, but also collaborate on putting together the monthly Noise Floor shows that happen the third Friday of each month at Sidewinder Tavern. We are stoked that they dropped a new tune on us for today's show. It's titled I'm Still Cool, and we get to debut it right here. You can find a complete track list in the show notes on our website at www.literatirecords.com. Well, that's it for me. Up next, Curta. Graybeard signing off. All right, well, I'm down here at Lost Lake once again. The renovations are still going on, so, yep, there we go, right on cue. You may hear some power tools in the background, but, hey, that's how we roll, right? All right, well, for those who may not be familiar with the band, who is in Curta?
Brent. I'm in charge of production, guitars, bass, and everything else.
Most mixed and everything
Mixes.
Yeah, Jake, I do the vocals and some of the drums, and we kind of juggle a lot of stuff back and forth. I usually won't touch a guitar because Brent can play most everything.
How'd you guys get started playing together and evolve into Curta? Is there a story behind all that?
A little bit, yeah. It actually started, I was working in a restaurant making pizzas. Brent, it was like your second job. You were washing dishes there.
Yeah.
I met him there. Our first conversation was about how as kids we dreamed of being pizza cooks, but then once you actually had attained that position in life, it was like, this is not what I was driving towards. It was kind of accidental. But anyways, it started kind of as a production thing, where I had this sort of like lousy demo that I'd recorded over a vacation, and I met Brent. He's studying as an audio engineer, brought it to him, sat down for him to mix it, and then next thing we know, he was playing guitars over parts of it. We were recutting some of it, and then we just decided to do a whole other record together. And then when it started coming time to do shows and stuff, it just made sense that we just started doing kind of everything together, and now it's sort of organically formed into a band. / relationship, friendship?
Yeah, I'd say at the beginning we were a little maybe wary of each other. Like, you had your own world going on with music, I had my own, and I guess as we became friends, we started to collaborate and kind of introduce each other to new, I guess, ideas, and just get involved that way. To where by our second release, we were both credits on, production, on the beats that we make and the performances. And I just kind of basically jumped into the band, for lack of a better term.
Turned a solo project into a duo.
Yeah.
Which was for all the better. It was kind of necessary in a lot of ways.
Well, as a solo artist, bringing somebody else in opens you up to new ideas, helps you evolve, and probably eventually becomes more interesting being able to have somebody to bounce ideas and stuff.
Oh yeah, and Brent's always done, for all the LPs, he's done all the production, and that's something that you can't just pick up and do that, so it's like that's kind of been like a huge asset, is having someone that actually knows the science of all that stuff on board.
Nice. Well, how long have you guys been playing together?
2-3 years now.
Yeah, we've been working on music for about 3.
So a lot of time, like the first year was just sitting in like a tiny back room of his apartment, just like mixing and making music. And then it was like we started actually doing shows. So yeah, probably 2 years of playing together, 3 years of making music together.
Well, you guys have kind of developed a unique style together, mixing little bits of like rock and some rap, and you got an interesting flow to your lyrics that I find pretty engaging. Did that develop together, or did you kind of have a stop? Each already have your styles.
I think I'm kind of cursed with like a sort of a broken voice flow in a way, and that's something that I've just always like kind of unrelentingly just gone with. But I would say, as far as like crossover in the sound, Brent he was in like an industrial band, and I was like a spoken word poet for a long time. I'm kind of like an indie rock kid. He's kind of from like a totally different musical background. So when our worlds came together, it was like two sort of isolated bubbles kind of accepting one another.
Yeah, I came from Wyoming, where there's tons of metal bands in Wyoming, but nothing like this. Nothing, no rap, no indie. I mean, not really.
Yeah.
Well, where can people get a hold of your music? You got a Bandcamp page or Facebook?
Yeah, we got Bandcamp page, Curta.bandcamp. We got Facebook page. You just punch in Curta. I'm sure we'll be somewhere on the list, hopefully. Curtamusic.com. Curtamusic@gmail.com if you want to just say what's on your mind right now while you're listening to this. Twitter, yeah. We do the Noise Floor every month, every third Friday or Flyday at the Sidewinder. And come out, we're always there. We're usually involved in the show in one aspect or another. So,
and it's a good time, man. That we've been involved with the third Noise Floor event, and I gotta say, people, get out there, support this show, support the Sidewinder. They're doing some cool stuff over there, man, and the Sidewinder shows, they just bring it. It's a real good time.
yeah.
Well, do you guys have any plans to tour this summer at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think in July, we're actually planning on doing a little Midwest tour. We're going to hit up primarily Indiana.
Yeah, we have a friend out in Indiana that we're working on some music with, and then just like kind of the way out there and the way back. We're probably not going to go much further than Chicago, but we probably will go to Chicago. We have a show planned at the High Dive on July 10th. We don't have the bill all filled out or anything like that, but we're going to be doing that kind of as like a tour kickoff show. And then there's also always stuff that we're kind of getting involved in, little shows that pop up here and there, and we stay pretty involved around Denver.
Well, do you guys have any current releases in the works that might be out in the next few months?
Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, if we play our cards right, I mean,
Yeah.
we're pushing towards a release pretty soon.
Yeah, we work relatively hard. We do this stuff all the time, but it's like it's kind of a curse of like we're like, oh, we'll have this done in a month. That makes sense, and then it's like 6 months later, we're like, oh, now it's actually what we want it to be.
Yeah. Well, we keep adding more songs. That's our problem right now. It's like we keep adding to the, I guess, collection of stuff. So we're going to eventually have to weed out certain things. And
yeah. But that's the way you're supposed to do it, I guess, right? It's
Yeah.
like just keep making songs.
Better to have too much material than too little.
Yeah, which is unique for us because we've usually just been straining it out, kind of.
Well, what Curta track should we close this interview with?
one of our new current tracks that we're working on, I'm Still Cool.
Yeah, we could send you a new song.
Excellent, man. We'll debut a new song. What's it called? I'm Still Cool?
Yeah.
Working title.
Working title, yeah. Might be something different by the time it gets to you, but that's all right.
Or maybe we just put it in stone right there.
Well, man, we can't wait to get a hold of that, man. That'll be nice to have some new Curta music, man. I'm wearing out my CD that I picked up at the Noise Floor show.
Hell yeah.
Well, guys, thanks a lot for taking time to get together with us, and we'll look for some new tracks, man.
Yeah.
Best of luck with everything, and keep pumping out those Noise Floor shows.
Absolutely. Great. Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
That are selfish. If we survive, we'll still be shellfish. Loved as children by nuns that nightly kiss on the laboratory walls. Write out your secret wish. Scared of this growing old to be known by your name tag. Bachelor degree got thrown out with my book bag. More freshman raps from the artist at your house party who had a brain fart and made the next line tardy. Got me confused when you asked who I was. Got me confused asking if I knew someone. Got me confused when you asked what I did for fun. Never like to talk about where the money comes from. Got me confused. Hi. Got me confused. Hi. I'm still cool, right? I'm still cool, right? I'm still cool. I'm still cool. I'm still cool, right? But I'm still cool, yeah. I'm still cool. I'm still cool. I'm still cool, right? I'm still cool, right? I'm still cool, right? I'm still cool, right? But I'm still cool, right? Yeah, I'm still cool, right? Yeah, I'm still cool, right? I'm still cool, right? I'm still cool. I'm still cool. I'm still cool, right? I'm still cool. Don't know what to do. Out of school. Joshua's talking champion. Curta. Big Muff.
We sing these words stirred up from an unfamiliar architecture. Carpet creeping up the wall, choking out the glass. Living so far in concentric circles from what we touched last. Revisiting history on a browser that's so fast I resuscitate the past in a digital romance. Now I'm nothing but a corpse in a clean pair of pants. Phone in my pocket, microwaves these balls off the television, promising to suck this cock off. Now this is the dance of a man who is gonna scans, living without plans. Lifting my pen as my lance, clinging to every thought like it's a last chance. Wishing for a reset button or a way to revamp the tyrants, fisting my heart like I'm some kind of tramp. And now I'm living post-classical, riding the decline, but they're grinning for them photos like everything's fine. And they're holding handheld devices, just capturing time. Oh, it's funny how love sucks without a context. You're just nostalgic for a dead moment, never what's next. Nostalgic for a dead moment, never what's next. Nostalgic for a dead moment, never what's next. Nostalgic for, nostalgic for. It's not about the symptom or the disease. It's that I don't wanna live like birds and bees. Nor am I invincible like children's ideas. I'm undone by zippers left lying alone, dead to the discourse of reflections and echoes. A storybook marked when pages turn dust. Solitary as a flagpole written on with rust. And the engine of the world is driven by lust. But the story in my notebook was a war of us. Said you gotta stop living like you're still a young buck. Promising sharp teeth in my future that'll tear me up. But you gotta respect the dreamers soaring above. Yeah man, I learned to accept dreamers who lose what they love. Pretending beauty is a newborn baby covered in blood. Fronting like beauty is the city lost to a flash flood. Even a corpse becoming skeletal under the mud. They say infinity's a dot beneath the question mark. I say learn to forget the past, never exclude your dark. Learn to forget the past, never exclude your dark. Learn to forget the past, never exclude your dark. Learn to forget the past, never exclude your dark. Learn to forget the dark, never exclude your heart. Never forget your heart, never forget the art. Never repents upon things that you had to taught. I talk a lot better than public should. Could be smarter than I wish. Dish, pish, fish, kiss like Alright. Don't blame the gun bullets flew from. Don't blame the hand derived from a mind behind the eyes set in the face, not brought from this place. We carry the trace of a wind swept boat of sand in our toes, our feet from the mud, our tracks through the blood. Don't blame the name from whence we came. Would you cross the sea with a secret and take what you see? Say it seemed free. If you say no, you don't have balls the size of me. My ancestry from a torn asunder, ripped apart, an inflamed family tree. Continue to be in prosperity in the land of milk and honey.
As he gets his tea and Faulkner takes a strong drink, me, I'm a man of belief. I want something for free. If I can't find destiny there, I'll dig it up from the creek. I'll dig it up from the creek. But the future is dead. Shot the moment in his head. It's all about perception. Who you wanna be. So goes the song of the free. So goes the song of the free.
Don't blame the roach, he is our kin with a different skin, exoskeleton. We too, we are dead to win. We win and win and win and win and win. Don't blame the divine, build it a shrine. Screw all the time and promise your children that things will be fine. Cause they may be, just don't catch your tongue on your tooth when you spit out capability. We drink from the teat, manufacture meat, kiss in the streets. I'd kill for some green, can I be more discreet? We are the kings, but worse for the wear. Redeal our cards, we still throw chips and felt like we don't